Hello, David Harrington Outdoors. Today is Friday, September 24th. We are at the Washington Park Trailhead here on the Mogollon Rim, and we are hitting the Highline Trail today, eastbound. It's going to be an out and back. We're going to do about 42 miles-ish on this trip. Today we're going to start here at Washington Park, and we're going to head eastbound about 10 miles today. So yeah, we'll get a little bit more talking about the trip on the trail. Let's go. All right, so this kind of shows us where we are on this map here, but basically it doesn't even show on here. We're heading east from the Washington Park Trailhead, and basically we're going to go along the bottom of the Mogollon Rim, and this is actually the point at the upper East Verde River. So we have good water on this trail. The Highline is a 55-mile long trail that goes from Pine to the 260 trailhead. I believe it's about 9,000 feet in elevation gain and loss throughout the entire trail. So yeah, there's no real flat spot, but this is one of my favorite areas to go backpacking in Arizona. It is simply beautiful out here. Alright, so if you were to head up and head this way, that's going to take you up the Arizona Trail up to the top of the rim. The way that we are going to go is take a right here. And this is where I'm picking up from where I left off the last time I was out here. But we are on Highline Trail number 31, heading eastbound. So now that we're on trail a little bit, I'll tell you kind of a little bit about what we're going on. So we're doing about 20.8 miles. Sorry, a little slippery there, mud. We're going to the Horton Creek area. End of today we'll be about halfway there, and then tomorrow we'll be stopping around Horton Creek and camping on night 2. Today is about 10-mile day, and couldn't ask for better weather. We are looking at about a high of 72 today, low in about 52. Slight chance of rain over this trip too, but it is the Mogollon Rim, so that's to be expected. But yeah, this is my third time out to the Highline Trail, and I finally get to continue going eastbound on this trip. Once I finish this segment, that'll leave me with Horton Creek around Promontory Butte until the end of the trail at the 260 trailhead. And I'll actually post that video as well. But yeah, thanks for joining along. If this is your first time to the channel, appreciate you checking it out. Please consider subscribing. Like if you like what you see, and feel free to leave some comments or questions down below. I'll be happy to try to answer them the best I can. You know, anything about the trail or water conditions or, you know, gear. But yeah, we're going to continue on trail and have a great weekend. You can see over there, see a little bit of the red slick rock formations. There'll be some definite more as we continue on trail. Starting to see more of these red slick rock pour-offs in this section. Got a good overcast, nice and cool today. Couldn't ask for better trail conditions. A little muddy in some spots, and it seems like it's an episode of Naked and Afraid with the bugs swarming around my face, the gnats, but it's come and go. What an awesome day. Finally ran into another backpacker a second ago. He started at the 260 trailhead and he's heading all the way into Pine. So he's got about, I'd say probably about 17 miles left. He's trying to push out for today. Meet up with his wife out there, but he's saying it rained last night on him for about 3 solid hours. So he said little washout areas and kind of overgrown in some spots coming up, but yeah, I mean, it should be good trail, and we'll have good water coming up. All right, let's filter some water. All right, so a little bit of an issue. We got down here to get the water and collected it, and my filter has no flow. Like maximum pressure, as much as I can push on my C-Knock bag, I just get drips. So I have to either get some flow going in my filter, or I gotta bail. So right here is where I was just collecting water. And right up here around the corner was a campsite. So we're gonna go up here and drop pack. See if I can get any water flow going into my filter. And go from there. Here is my issue. I have a drip worth of flow. That water that's in there is from me super squeezing this. So I'm hoping that it just needs to get all the fibers and the filter and everything wet and get a little bit of flow going. So yeah, I mean, I found this little campsite here. You know, I guess worst case scenario, I have enough water for tonight. I can camp here and turn out tomorrow, which sucks, but you know, what do you do? I'm just kind of checking out this little area that I found. But yeah, I mean, you can't really do much with that water. And this is a brand new filter. I've taken it out on maybe 2 trips. So I'm just hoping maybe it's dried up and needs to kind of soak up a little bit. I got almost a ½ liter, but I'm about to use a little bit of that to cook with and eat and see what happens. All right, so I went ahead and set up my tent. I got clouds and I don't know, but the water filter is still only giving me about a drip. I can force it into a small, tiny, little bitty trickle, but this is about what I got. So I'm going to probably camp here for the night since I went ahead and set up my tent and assess the situation. I'm still going to try to see if I can get that filter to wake up, but if not, I'll probably just pack up and call it a day tomorrow and do this trip another time. Well, basically the filters, I'm getting no flow from it. I actually have a half a liter outside of the tent that I'm just letting gravity drip and let that finish off. But I tried with all my might, and I drank one of the liters. I got one more sitting out there, and I got a half. But I'm just not going to push it. So in the morning, I'm just going to pack up and call it a trip. Come back out another time and finish it up. As disappointing as it is, don't want to get out there and have it completely fail on me, and then be really screwed when it comes to water. So yeah, I already ate lunch. Right now it's 4 o'clock, so I got a couple hours before, you know, it starts getting dark, and I'll probably cook a dinner again. But I guess for now I'm just staying in the tent, trying to get away from all these little flying bugs. I don't know if you can see all of them, but they're everywhere, like these little gnats and like biting flies are driving me nuts when I was sitting out there. But yeah, it sucks, man. I guess I'll try it again one more time in the morning, but I mean that still puts me almost a whole day behind. I'm only a few miles in. So, you know, this campsite was over here by my water source, my first water source. So figured I might as well go ahead and get it. And if I do make the decision to head on back, then I'm right back on trail. So is what it is. Alright, so after leaving a half a liter or so out there and just let it gravity drip, it filtered it. So I think I'm just going to plan it out with the water and push it. I think I can make it. Like it'll do what I need it to. In a worst case scenario, I do have water purification tablets, but I think if I just let it gravity, you know, and know going in that what I've got for the day is what I got. You know, I have good water sources, but it's just being able to filter it. But I do have 2.5, maybe 2 in my bag, and I have a full in here and about 3/4 of another one. So I figure what I'll do in the morning is I'll top off my bladder, go down here to the water source, and collect and try to get topped off again. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get that going now, and make sure we're good to go in the morning. Good morning. It is day 2. So we got a little bit of rain going on this morning. I was already getting pretty close to being ready to pack up, and it started. So I'm gonna wait it out and see what it does for the next few minutes. Probably go fetch my food bag real fast, cook some breakfast up real quick, and yeah, load up and go from there. But yeah, definitely wasn't expecting the rain today, but we got some. So yeah, go ahead and have a little bit of breakfast and wait it out for a few, and if not, we'll just put on the rain jacket and go from there. Well, we're getting packed up, but it keeps coming down pretty good. I'm kind of getting there. I got pretty much everything ready to go, but the rain keeps coming. But I can get everything put up, at least into my pack, except for my tent, and then hop off, shake it out, and stuff it in its bag. That should be good to go. But yeah, this has started coming down pretty hard right now, so we're gonna get it a little bit. 10:28. And pretty overgrown in some spots. This part here is not as bad, but it's definitely pretty down here. You know, I am pretty bummed about it turning out to be just an absolutely gorgeous day, and I have no way to filter water. You know, this thing's brand new, but, well, not brand new, I've used it on a few trips, but it definitely shouldn't be acting like this. I back flushed it and everything, so I don't know. You know, sometimes trips just don't work out the way you plan, and what do you do? So yeah, I guess I'll make a return trip back out and do a shuttle and do 260 trailhead to Washington Park and finish this thing up, or maybe do the whole thing all the way to Pine or something. But definitely my fault. Should have checked it again before we came out, but it is what it is. So probably about, I'd say, 2 miles from the truck, and head home and have a family weekend. Alright, so we are coming back up on Washington Park. Got the bridge coming up here, and that's where the truck is. So that will end this video. Appreciate you checking it out. Sorry it wasn't the full trip that I had planned. Stay tuned for the redo. But yeah, Highline Trail. If you head that way, it goes up the Arizona Trail. Goes up on top of the rim. But yeah, appreciate you checking it out.